All right, you guys. We on the water. SG, let's go. Let's go, SG. Always good to see you, broski. We on the water. We out here. Told you I was gonna hit that yak. I just didn't know I was gonna hit it this early, but hey, we out here, and that's all this about. I got 3 rods. I got there's a lot of sea moss I heard. I got my I got my rod with my orange rooster tail on it from yesterday where we caught them trout. I got my, yeah, we on a yak. I got my other rod that got the wacky rig on it. Then I just got a regular bobber rod. I'm just gonna put a worm or something on that. But I wanna get out here and see if I can start catching anything. I'm gonna start out by throwing this wacky rig out just for a little bit, the worm, see if we get any nibbles. We just got off the boat dock, so you know they be hiding around and chilling around those. So see if we can get any nibbles. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while too, so. Yeah, we just got out on the yak, man. Just got the yak in the water. I always start the live up after I get all my stuff on my equipment and get it on the boat, the yak, the little dock. Then I really get into it. You know what I should have brought on my yak? The fucking fish finder. I should have brought that. It's supposedly really good for the yak. I bought it, used it a few times, and I haven't used it no more because I put it on a pole. And that pole, when I think about using fish finder, I usually think about bringing that pole out. And I ain't really trying to bring that pole out. But on a yak, you could just string it on there. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Kind of want to get past this sea moss and get closer to the dock and start using this setup. So I'm probably about to move for real. Like I said, we just got in the water. And last time I was here, it was real shallow and there was a lot of places you can get snagged. Tight lines. Hey, Sunday, tight lines. Got a wacky rig set up. We got some rooster tail setups. And I got some regular night crawlers I brought with me. I didn't bring no minnows. Usually when I get on my kayak, I bring minnows, but I ain't bringing none today. So it's all soft plastics and lures and jigs for her today. Hey, Juan, thank you for the 6-7, bro. Thank you for the 6-7. Yeah, we about to move, y'all. We about to move a little further out before I start really fishing. I feel like a topwater frog would be alright here, just because how much sea moss and stuff it is. But again, I'm gonna move a little further out before I continue fishing. I don't want to be sitting right at the boat dock where I just got on. More boats is gonna come, shake the water up, and all kinds of stuff. There's some other people on yaks. They're over here on my left. They just got out here too. I think they got a finder though because they're sitting in a particular spot and fishing. Let's go. Look at the duck gang. Chalanja, what's up, brother? Waterman. Yeah, I'm fishing for bass today, bro. Bass particularly. I did trout fishing yesterday, me and my boy Troutline Joe. I caught 2 nice trout. I'm gonna have a catch and cook video for them real soon. Yeah, it's real shallow right here. I'm not saying fish don't be on the shallows. I'm just trying not to be this shallow. Like, I can stick my arm in the water, I'm gonna touch the ground. Honestly, you might hear my kayak hit the bottom here in a second because it's only getting shallower where I'm hovering over. So I'm just trying to get past all of this, get to them deeper parts. Yeah, we definitely about to hit the ground here soon. What up, the cheese? Juan, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. For that 6'7", man. I just scared away a nice size bass. Seen it while I was paddling. Like I said, the water's kind of see-through-ish. But I kind of want to get deep back there at McNeely because it's just lit back there. I wonder what they're using. Leave a one. Oh, you enjoy crabbing? Yeah, we fish for most of those things. And the... Oh, let me move over. Someone's fishing on shore right here. We don't really do crabbing because we're not saltwater, we're freshwater, but I do have my saltwater days where I go out of town and I do some saltwater fishing, and I don't ever purposely go for crabs, but I definitely go for sharks and stingrays and all kind of other exotic fish. I'm trying to catch them all, man. I'm trying to catch them all. I am gonna try for crabbing one day. I know the crab setup. I just ain't never tried for it yet. Yeah, we out here, chat. It's deep as shit out here. I literally wish I had my fish finder, I ain't gonna lie. I wish I brought it. So I'm just using a wacky rig right now. And at a lake, you gotta find these fish for real. Blessed place are well. Lilies and turns over trees and in water. Yeah, some structure. I feel you, man. I wouldn't purposely fish in the middle. I'm just trying to move away from the edges because there's a dude fishing right here, and then on the other side, on my far left, there's those people on them yaks. I'm trying to get past all of them. There is some structure spots I'm gonna hit, particularly when I get closer to them. I just gotta cast my pole a little bit while I'm going. Like I said, I'm using a wacky. Let's go. Trout line with the 5 gifted memberships. Woo. That's my boy. Yeah, we bass fishing today. Heck yeah, I appreciate you, SG, man. W's in the shot for Joe. There's hella people on the dock over here, y'all. That's where we would be if we wasn't on the yak. We'd be on the dock. Throw some of these edges over here. There's a big ass turtle. Is that a turtle? Look like a turtle. That might be a rock. Yeah, it's definitely a turtle. That boy over a sunbathing. Oh, he just went in the water. Kind of want to be on the left side over. Not on this side right here. This is the side we can always cast on just because we walk through this side right here. I want to be on the left side. That's where usually the crappie and the bass are supposedly at. That's where the current's really strong and stuff. So I'm going to try to get over there. Catch anything? Nah, not yet, Sunday. Not yet. I really just got out here. I ain't been out here longer than 7 or 8 minutes. Just got my yak in the water. We getting off the boat dock, but I'm definitely got plans to catch stuff. We caught some trout yesterday. I caught about 2 trout on a orange rooster tail. Yeah, 2 trout on the orange rooster tail. I got a wacky rig and I brought my orange rooster tail out again today, but I also got multiple other rooster tails and I got other things I'm gonna use jig wise. I have 3 poles with me. I have a rooster tail pole, I have a wacky rig pole, and then I have a bobber pole that I'm just gonna put some regular night crawlers on when I throw my anchor down and I'm just chilling and casting somewhere. But we gotta get to that spot right now. Kind of trying to get further back. This is a big old lake, and we only on like 6% of the lake. Only surpassed that much at least. There's some spots I want to be. There's some dark spots I want to be sitting at. Like this tree area over here. I'm turning around just to sit right here and chill for a minute and cast. See if we get anything. Yeah, we're going for bass, but if we randomly catch a crappie in this weather, that wouldn't be bad too, because they in this water. Some nice size crappie in here too. Yeah, always getting out on a kayak. I ain't saying it's a challenge, but it definitely take a little bit of some work trying to get that kayak on your car and then get it to that destination. So I'm grateful every time I get my kayak out, for sure. I haven't mastered making long drives with it yet. Anywhere I go, it ain't too far away from the shoreline. I mean, it ain't too far from my house, the shoreline. Just looking for dark areas where the sun is not beaming, because it is a little hot out here. I know some fish like to sit in the shade a lot more. Trying to throw in those areas and not be right on top of them. I bet an orange rooster tail was smacking here too, though. There's some spots in the back that I know this wacky rig's gonna go crazy. There's some spots where I know this will hit hard. I just gotta go get to them. I really want to go further back, but every time I start fishing, or every time I get on the water, I gotta cast throughout the way I'm going. Like, I always have a destination when I get here to be at, to a certain extent of where I want to be, but it always take me a minute to make it down there. By the time I make it down there, I'm here for 10 minutes. There's just so much water, so many casting spots, so many things in the water that you want to cast on and cast near. That's why I said I wish I brought my fish finder. At least with that, I could got the gist of where they could possibly be. I know some spots that when I'm fishing shore where they always are. So But I don't want to really go too close to those spots because if I fish shore right there, a lot of people fish shore right there. And I can see people are fishing a lot by the pier right now. I mean the dock, fishing off the dock. But that's one of the spots I would go. I'm going to go near it. I'm going to be that person. Shoot, I'm on the water. They got something really to say. They can meet me when I'm getting off the yak. They'll know exactly where I'm going to be at. We'd rather get up there. There's a lot of people out fishing today, chat. There's a lot of people out there. I wonder if them yakkers got on their fish finder because they got on the boat dock just like me, the same spot, but they paddled about a few feet over and they been sitting there the whole time. I wonder if they catching a bunch of stuff. They literally still sitting there. Oh shit, chat. I paddled up into some land. I'm gonna say this is where a bass would be at. Right here. This is exactly where a bass would be at. Yeah, y'all know I was on land. I ain't even paddling. Now I'm paddling. There's so many spots you want to cast at. You just don't know how, I just don't know how deep it is over here. This is not a spot I'm casting every time. I'm a little spoiled just being able to fish over here right now. Like, I don't know how long I want to let my worm sink. Honestly, I might just let this sink a worm. Turn back a bow and throw the rooster tail for a bit. Another kayaker. They paddling up today. Orange rooster tail. That's what we caught the trout off yesterday. And then your boy just got snagged. I guess I was just too low to the ground. Or is some debris in the water. Thought we had a fish on, chat. Got it. new. Rooster tail's like braid right now. And it's touching any and everything that's grass or sea moss or anything like that. It's instantly caught up. There's a lot more on the sides than there is in the middle. And I don't want to sit and fish in the middle of the water. Real fishermen know fish don't always really sit in the water. They sit on the sides. That's crappie. I don't know what a catfish does. Catfish just be sitting anywhere. They'll move towards the food. But that's definitely crappie sit on the side, bass sit on the side. I feel like trout sit on the side, but if there's enough trout in the water, they be sitting anywhere. Every time. Sea moss is sitting on all levels of the water, so they just snagging every fucking thing. I didn't even throw this near the edge. I threw this more like headed towards the center of the water. And them motherfuckers pulling grass off every time, chat. We got to move to the back. So we're about to go. I'm gonna cast like 2 more times. Fuck. I'm not even reeling slow. I don't know how I keep getting caught on stuff. It must be real close to the ground. It's like 3 or 4 feet right here, chat. That's what it seems like. Got it. Alright. Ain't no fish gonna eat it with this green stuff on here. I mean, they were just showing up pretty good in the water. Only other thing I could think of is using white. Bruh. Alright, we're moving away from here. We are getting sea moss the fuck out. We catching hella sea moss, chat. Hella sea moss. And we're also pushing up on the land. Hella sea moss. Every time I throw it in, I pull it out. There's a fuck ton of sea moss on my pole. And we're about to go for a long stroll, chat. We're about to stroll. We're about to go. That's the dock we usually fish off of. Catch a fuck ton of bass and stuff like that. There's 2 docks right there. There's one dock for you to put your boat, your kayak, to shoot your kayak down that you're really not supposed to fish on. And then there's another one where everybody fishes. It's the regular dock. They're right next to each other. But people still fish off the one where you're not supposed to kayak. It really don't matter. Game warnings barely come out in McNeely Lake, but anything's possible. Chat has been moving this whole time and I haven't seen it. I had the creek yesterday. I had the wrong lure. I need some pistol peaks. Hey, I seen some of those before. Cyro, what's up, brother? Oak Ridge, how you doing, man? I didn't know chat was moving. Release the grease, always good to see you. Notifications, what you fish for? Bass. I fished for trout yesterday. Keeping It's probably under cover, hiding from dirt. That's what I'm thinking, SG. Yeah, I just now seen the chat's moving. I was wondering why. That's why after a while, seeing it sit in the same spot, I gotta check it because I know something's always happening. Someone's always talking in the chat. And so I'm trying to look for them shade spots, SG, right now. Yeah, where all the light is at. There's about 6 or 7 kayaks out here besides me. I know we making up time. We're moving. Throw the wacky next to some down trees. Yeah, I'm about to start getting back out there with a wacky rig. If you want to cast this rooster tail a few more times, this post's fucking perfect, SG. My boy Charlon Joe got me this for my birthday. This motherfucker is perfect. They be casting like a breeze. You see me ripping them rooster tails. I haven't dropped the short on it yet, but I mean rooster tails. You see me ripping them trout. I haven't dropped the short on it yet, but best believe there's a short incoming for that. Damn thing's nice. If I just stop getting grass on my rooster tail, we'd be sitting real pretty. See, this is the spot right here. Yeah, I'm gonna put my rooster tail up for a minute. Go back to the wacky. Re-angle myself, shit. Yeah, it's like a huge down tree right here in front of me, right underneath the water right here. All it takes is one good bite and I'm gonna be there. It's like the sun is perfectly on the water. So there is no shade real spots besides like on the sides if you get lucky if you get there. Otherwise you fishing real deep down and I don't know how deep this place gets. What's crazy is actually we're not even really bass fishermen. We fish for it all, but recently sometimes we just set our mind on targeting a certain fish when we go for it. But I definitely know they're gonna be spawning like crazy. That's when I'm gonna start using the minnows a lot more. Yesterday I said I'm not using no more minnows after me trying to pull it out. I just felt like I pulled it out too early to go for the trout. When really all we needed was rooster tails. But I learned my lesson. What up, Jesse? I just don't know how deep McNeely is, bro. Like when I start seeing my worm, I'll be like, what the fuck? Why am I seeing him? I shouldn't be seeing him this close to my yak. I really want to get to the back of McNeely because I ain't never been really all the way back there. That's another reason I want to go back there. About to get these worms out in a second and throw out my worm and bobber pole like that one said. I'm just trying to find a real discreet area to fish where it's got some shade to it, where the fish will really be chilling. I've only seen like 1 or 2 areas where there really been shade. Other than that, woo! Victor, thank you for the 100. Appreciate you, my guy. I'm trying to find them shady areas, chat. W's in chat for Victor. I gotta do that with trout too. Yesterday I learned trout eat off the bottom. Like, but that's because when we first fished for trout, and how we've always fished for trout, we've used minnows on bobber setups like bluegill setups, and we've caught a lot of trout off that. But I guess it's still technically the cold season, and even if it's not cold for us up here, it's cold for the fish, so they still real deep in the bottom and stuff like that. Which, I mean, anyway, trout is more around cold season anyway, so that's probably just how they are all the time. I definitely learned some yesterday. I also need to give me 6 more orange rooster tails. How you doing, Victor, brother? How you doing today? I need to give me 6 more orange rooster tails. I haven't lost the one I got, but I just want more of them. There's a whole lot of water, chat. A whole lot of water. Wish I was there fishing with you. Hell yeah, I wish you were too, man. The more the merrier. Tryline Joe, he's supposed to fish today around like 2-ish, something like that. When he starts fishing, I don't know if he's gonna be fishing here, but I know he's gonna be fishing. This is like some still water over here. Let's give it a go. Is that what you're doing, Trowlanjo? You're trout fishing Tom Wallace again? What? Fishy things, thank you for the 100 done, brother. Kudos on catching that freaking muskie, bro. Did it take you 1,000 casts to catch it, bro? Did it find... Is that what the final number was? You couldn't have made it to 1,000 casts catching that musky fishy things. You couldn't have. 4,000? Whew. Well, they said it wasn't gonna be easy, but damn. I'm just glad you caught it, man. Congrats on that, brother. Charlon Joe's going for trout fishing again. Go rooster tail crazy, my boy. Maybe I should try a different color of a worm. I've been using this same color the whole time. Maybe I should try for a brighter one, like you think a white worm? A white one would do better. Let's see what colors we got. I got some colors. Let me hook this up real quick. Hold on. I know these some curly tails. I got more colors in the container, but I'm gonna have to get the container out. I got orange. Thing. Most of my variety is in the container. I'm gonna have to get the container out. So right now I just got orange. Orange with like bluish green sparks. I'm gonna leave this out just in case. Don't want to use no curly tails. I heard it was really good for like white perch, or some people call it drum. Of course, my soft plastic containers on the bottom. What else would it be? All right, man. You be careful out there and have a good day in tight lines. Definitely, Victor. Appreciate you being here with us. You have a great day, man. The pumpkin green one is definitely a hit. It has put in some work. It's claimed some bodies on it. Man, I don't even see my white one in there. Wow. Oh, here it is. Hey, Victor, thank you for the $5 dono. So we got this one. Thank you for the $5 dono. W's in the chat for Victor, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, W's, man, W's. I got this color, but I don't know. This is more of, I don't know. Then I got some curlies. I really do have more worms in this chat, but the fact that I have to go through this bag and do some more investigating to make sure, I ain't trying to do that right now. So should I stay with the? Should I stay with this one or should I switch? Should I stay with this or should I switch to one of these? This one really be hitting too. Yeah, sky is clear blue. The water. You want to see the water? Like you can see this in the water. Like as in the water, you can see it. Your yellow and reds. I don't have shit yellow. I don't have shit yellow. Now you got me on for rethinking some of my rooster tail colors too. I do got some red stuff. I don't feel like it's ain't showing up in the water. Like it is. I just don't know how what's gonna do when it gets when it gets deeper in the water. How dark it gets down there, and does that matter? I should be doing blue. I'm just gonna keep this on. I'm gonna keep this case right here though, just in case. Like I said, I'm trying to find some spots where it's more dark, shadowy, so I can find those fish. I'm about to say, what the fuck is he standing up on? He's standing up on his kayak. I'm gonna keep this on for now. Match the color of the sky. 50 shades of blue in my tackle box. Damn, that color must hit a lot. I prefer white and pink, but that's because I use the rooster tails. And I just feel like white, you can see it in most waters. Like even a blind fish is gonna see the color white. If I'm being honest. Pink is just I've seen a lot happen off the color pink. I just started doing orange, like that bright orange that I'm using for that rooster. I just started doing that, but it also threw me in a loop when I was recommended to use that trout bait, that power bait, and I was using it and it was orange as well. So that made me put my orange rooster tail on. Really, when I seen someone next to me bottom fishing for trout, he literally had it on Carolina set up, and he pulled out a trout on the same bait I was using, and he pulled up right next to me, and he used it. Then that's when I started using it. Then I put my rooster tail on and went orange as well. But I always say good things about the orange rooster. I've watched the orange rooster tail get chased by some decent bass. I didn't catch nothing. I haven't caught nothing really with the orange rooster tail besides those trout. But I have used the orange rooster tail and seen bass chase it, just not engage. But orange, pink, and white is now my go-to colors. But this worm has caught a big amount of bass bodies. These worms, so I'm not knocking these either. Are knocking their color. Dude, what's up, brother? How you doing, my guy? How you doing? We out here bass fishing on a yak. It's like 65 degrees in Louisville, Kentucky right now. This shit is hot, chat. Trying to find shade on the lake is actually tough right now. I mean, we hitting all the sides. There's like dead ass like 7 kayaks out here. My biggest regret right now, chat, is not bringing my fish finder out here because I don't know. It's hooked up to like I said, it's hooked up to a pole, hooked up on a fishing boat because I usually fish on the shore, so I was using it for that, and I just didn't really think about hooking it up to my kayak. But they said it really works well on the kayak as well. I wish I'd have brought that out. If I had a car, if I had my car, it would be in my car. I don't have a car. I usually get dropped off when I'm going fishing. Right now, until we get a car, chat. Until we get another car, then it can be my tackle car. We over here fucking terrain up, moving people's neighborhoods out the way. Skipjack, what's up? How you doing today? You having a great Sunday? Saturday? Sunday. Hope all of y'all are having a great Saturday. I'm having a great Saturday just because I got the opportunity to be out on this shack out here. I'm just trying to find that shade, chat. I'm just trying to find that shade and that fish. That fish in that shade. I'm really starting to get grass on my worm. I think we're gonna move further back, chat. We almost back her. What? Oh, diamond just went off. Like, what does that say? Fish on. Try Joe with the hunter gun. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. We'd rather move further back. Dang. Skipjack, hopefully you're okay. You knocked yourself out? Zyro. Man, I didn't see the chat moving earlier, Zyro. I didn't know you were in here. Like, the chat froze on someone's comment, and I was, like, wondering why I wasn't moving, so I moved it some, and then, so I was like, oh, shit. Then I said hello to everyone that I missed out on saying hello to, because I didn't know the chat was moving. Travis caught a flathead without her? Man. Man, it be like that, Skipjack. When you step back out, you gonna catch you a flathead too. I have yet to catch one of those yet, but I can't wait to catch one. There's a list of fish I want to catch, and then when I catch all of them, there's another list of fish right to follow along with that. Cause there's hundreds of fish out here, maybe thousands. There's thousands of fish out here, thousands. There's undiscovered fish. Nah, Irish, I'm going hopefully a bass, a nice beautiful bass. I'm using all bass stuff. I got rooster tails. I got wacky setups. Then I got actual worms, nitro worms that I was gonna put on a hook on the bobber. I got 3 poles with me right now. We move into the way back of McNeely. We've traveled a far away from where we started at. I'll tell y'all that much, chat. Honestly, I was back here last time, damn near actually in this area when I was casting, and I threw out a Ned rig. And the Ned rig, it sinks faster than the wacky rig just because the Ned rig has actual weight on it. That shit went down, and I got something on, I was pulling it. Dude got off. Honestly, I'm gonna put my bobber pole out. I'm gonna put my bobber pole out. I got a shark yesterday. Man, that's good. What type of shark you catch? My wife want to go out of town, and we are going out of town in April, and we're going on a cruise, and she want to do like this excursion where she swims with like nurse sharks. And I'm just like, shit, if I swim with a shark, I'm getting on that damn thing's back. I ain't just swimming with a shark. The shark gonna be swimming with me. A wobbling shark. Hey, the last of that fish. Damn, catching a muskie sound like catching a gar. Gotta get the rope, put it around them and everything. Yeah, did you eat the shark? I don't know if you're allowed to eat those type of sharks. I don't know the regulations on sharks. Shoot, I heard they're trying to stop shark fishing because a lot of people don't know how to do it right. What it? A gummy shark. Hey. That'll be a crazy way to go, Skipjack. You know, that'll be a crazy way to go. What the hell? That's a weird shark fact, fishy things. I don't know if I want to be near their chin, though. I ain't gonna lie. Lake Erie? Nice. You gonna fish there? Bri guy? Brian? Hey, that's the only way I'm gonna have fun, like going in water. Like I went on a town one time and we did snorkeling. Man, I kid you not, Chad, I was the first person off the boat. I mean, I was the last person off the boat and I was the first person back on the boat. I don't have a fear of water, I have a fear of what the fuck could possibly be in the water because in retrospect, they haven't even discovered more than 10% of what's in the fucking ocean. Like, so I don't want nothing bigger than me thinking I'm a snack because I'm sitting here floating on top of the water with a snorkeling tube in my mouth. I've jet skied and fell off the jet ski and had to get back on that bitch while I was flipped over and sinking under the water. We had to flip it over. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons why I wouldn't just be sitting here dangling, waiting. Shoot, if I get off of a boat and snorkel, I'm doing the same thing a worm is doing. I'm just sitting there floating, waiting for something to get their bait. I just threw my anchor down, chat. I'm gonna sit right here for a minute. It's really shady right here. It's looking really, really like a possibility, you know? And I just want to cast. This is the first time I draw my anchor today. You ever try to put a saddle on a great white? Nah, I ain't been around too many great whites to have that opportunity. When I see a great white, I'm getting out of there. That one spot I be fishing, the Rock Perry Quarry spot in Panama on the Gulf Shores. Last time I was there, I went to the side where the water was stronger. My family was on the smaller side, and a hammerhead shark washed up on the shore because he swam too far into the shallows. I mean, he got back out there, but he was stuck on the island for a minute. You know. I don't know why he pulled up into the kiddie pool area, but I have some theories. I got any frogs on me? Yeah, I got like two. I got like a blue one and I got like, I think I got a black one. Man, that sounds worse. I don't fucking think you would die instantly like that, Zyro. I think you would just be sitting there in that belly. Sitting in the dark in the water. Really, you gonna drown first. That's what I would think. Two of the worst ways to die. Drowning and getting ate. Yeah. They can have that. I won't be snorkeling too much. How many so far? Bison, none yet, man. But it's still real early. I got out here at 12, like 12:15. That's 106. I just got damn near 75% of the down the lake. I've been trying to find them dark holes for these bass, for real. I feel like I found one now, but we gonna find out here in a second. I got one bobber pole out. It's my first time getting the bobber pole out today, and I'm throwing out my wacky worm right now, casting it anyway. And we just cast it into a tree branch. I ain't never seen my wacky rig get actually tangled unless I threw it into a damn tree. That's the first. Oh shit. I got my anchor down. I can't even move. Hold up. I throw a frog over them weeds. I'm gonna pull a frog out. Hold on. You always keep a frog in your pocket just in case. Damn, Fishy, what's your favorite fish to catch? I feel like I've been unsuccessful with a frog. My boy caught one off of like a plastic frog, but I've never caught one off the actual frogs. Like I've missed a lot of fish on frogs. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, a lot of fish. But to actually successfully catch one, nah, I haven't done that yet. But I have gotten hit on frogs. Seen some crazy hits, seen some crazy misses. But I will pull out a frog. Your favorite fish to catch is a sturgeon? Do you catch those often, or are those like really rare? Jerry Buzz, what's up, my brother? Motherfucker, about to crash into this tree. Bobby proved it when with the gift button. They say, can you catch a fish though, Bobby? You never catch a midday, only morning and night. Man, I've caught them every day, every part of the time. But, you know, wait time just seemed different on parts of the day. It is 12, it is 1 p.m. I'm motherfucking stuck on this tree on them. How do you cook fish? I've only ever cooked one fish, and there's a catch and cook video on it. And I fried it. I just caught 2 trout for tomorrow. I mean trout yesterday, and I'm gonna be cooking those. Motherfucking tree, move. Hell yeah, Julian Buzz. I was talking about it yesterday. Greatly appreciative, bro. Greatly appreciative. Trout line Joe just gave me yesterday. That's nice. That's a nice fishy thing. I was like, I feel like sturgeon are only certain places you can fish for those. Like Skip Jackson said, like she can't fish for sturgeon in her state, but she can catch them. She gonna have to put it straight back, but she can catch it. Well, that's how they be with groupers too, right? Like you can't like target a grouper purposely, and if you do catch a grouper, you can't like get out the water with it. You can only. What the fuck is that? Oh my fucking gosh! The world's biggest carp is right here, dead in front of me, y'all. What the hell? Hold on. Look at this fish, chat. Can y'all see it in the water? Watch this. What the fuck ate it? Hold on, chat. Something took the biggest fucking chunk out of this thing. Look at this monster, chat. Look at this. I can't even pick it up. Come here. Come here, darling. Look, there's the head. I'm always finding the dead shit. Where the live shit at? I didn't even know there was carp this big in here. This motherfucker's crazy looking. It's like a grass carp. A turtle been over here feasting. Yeah. Maybe if I come on this side. Yeah, this is a fucking huge fucking carp, chat. It's a grass carp, it look like. I can't even lift this thing out of water. Yeah, I can. Look, chat. Y'all see this thing? Can y'all see this head yet? Well, I ain't picking it up no more, chat. We're done. That fucking thing is huge. Oh, now might the carp stuck. It definitely fucking stings, Iro. It definitely fucking stings. I was like, what is this thing that looks like scales right here on the sitting on top of the water? I'm like, oh, it's a fucking carp. And that was like a 15, 20 pound grass carp. A turtle was over there having a good snack. Dang, it was dead? Whoa. That's crazy, that's crazy. A giant canned sardine. Man. That shit do stink. I done stunk up the whole area. I'm trying to move out of the location. Oh shit, I said I'll get a frog out. Really, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get a frog out, but I don't feel like nothing's gonna hit. Well, I guess it just depends. If I was at where I was when I first started, I would feel like the frog would be better. There was so much sea moss sitting on top of the water. Like in the middle of the water, there's no sea moss. It's only on the sides. So if I was to like do it now, it's less sea moss here, and it's more like dead grass that's like floating at the top, then I'm piled up into a bunch of more grass in the water, which I guess I would be sea moss too, but it's not. For that frog is what I'm talking about, because I will pull a frog out. She's making fish scented candles. That sounds fucking disgusting, fishy things. Like, what type of fish you want your house to smell like? I ain't gonna lie. The other day when I was fucking catching all them bass and I got home, I was like, I smelled my hands and I showed it to my wife. She was like, why your hands smell like that? Smell like Badussi. I said, bro, that's bass, bro. That's bass energy. A bass is gonna smell a lot different than holding a fucking catfish, I'll tell you that much. A fish in the candle's kind of crazy though. Damn, I just scared a fish. Found a dog jawline. Found a nice 15 to 20 pound size dead carp, grass carp. I feel like we are getting to them dark spots though, chat. Like I feel like I'm in a good location. I just wish I brought my fish finder. There's a spot I'm actually targeting right now to go to. We gonna sit there for a while. Damn, my horse smell like that Asian carp. That's what that smell is. Like, why I keep smelling every time I raise up this oar? This is fucking. Oh, let's go up a little more right here. Well, I know there's carp in here. I didn't know there was carp in here, but I know now. This gotta be the spot, chat. A few more seconds. Fishy things with 100 done. Appreciate you, brother. W's in chat for fishy things. Yeah, right here in between this tree line. I wonder if I can get up. All right, let's try not to get snagged, chat, because I'm gonna pause right here. I feel like this is a beautiful area. Look at the beautiful fishing neighborhood. Well, spit me around. All right. Anchors down. Bass bussy. Bro. Ain't gonna lie, I wasn't mad. I like my hands smell like fish. I said, you smell that? I've been out here catching fish. I said, get your fucking hands on. She'll tell him, smell it. Tell me how you like it. Dead channel cat would be wild, bro. I don't know. I feel like carp is the worst smelling fish. I mean, catfish is definitely top tier stinky too. But I don't know. Something about a fucking Asian carp just don't smell right. Throw my bobber pole out again. Well, this is all reliable, so I can never quit it. But it definitely needs some fixing. Oh, his skin fucking hit. Something swimming with it or don't fucking hit a tree branch. I don't know what that was about. Tony, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I'm bass fishing today. Yeah, I did pull out a dead carp. That's why I was talking about it. We trout fished yesterday. We bass fished the day before that. No, we bass fished on Wednesday. Caught 3 bass on Wednesday. Caught 2 trout yesterday. My boy Trylon Joe's going trout fishing within the next hour. So we'll still be live while I'm on the shack because I don't think I'm leaving in the next hour. I think I'm gonna be here till like 4, maybe 5. I don't know. Depends. I kind of want the sun to go down a little bit, chat. I always say early fishing seems like it's the best fishing, but at the same time, early fishing is smooth, but you need a little shade. You need a little shade because that's where the fish is gonna be. or you just need to fish deeper, or it would be fine if I was like just catfishing, because then I would just sit in one spot and wait, chat it up. I would still be casting something, but also I would have minnows. Usually when I get on my yak, I do have minnows. I don't have minnows today. I didn't. I didn't have time to stop at the store and get minnows. We just got worms and we're using a rooster tail and we're using a wacky setup. I just don't know how deep it is to see like let the worm like sink. Figure that out. That's the test right now. Like when I was using the wacky rig at the creek, I knew how deep it was. Using the hair, I've only been ever bit on a Ned rig here, while in like on the yak, and the Ned rig kind of falls to the ground pretty fucking fast. Honestly, I should just pull out a Ned rig. I said I was gonna pull out my frog though, just because of all the sea moss, but I would think the frog would be better when we get closer back to the dock down that way, or just less snag with a wacky rig, and it slow falls and gets their attention a lot more. What's the maximum price I pay for pay for altogether? I think the most I spent on a pole was like 170. It was the whole setup. It was the Wraith 2. It was like 170, 160. The Wraith 2. That was a good ass pole. I did a lot with it, caught a lot of fish, saltwater, freshwater with it. I had it for a while, but then when like the last the last time I got on the boat, with a friend of ours, we got on his boat. We like set all of our poles in the middle, because it's like that's where the poles go. That's where I usually set them. He set them down in the middle. He turned that engine on and we went. And his anchor was like sitting at the top of the front of the boat, up high, and the anchor had fell down. It fell, and it landed on all the poles. Landed on all the poles, and it snapped my Wraith pole in half. I got it for my birthday when not last year, the year before that, 2024. And that shit got snapped. I still use the reel. I just don't have that pole no more. I want to get another one though. It was a nice pole, nice setup. I've caught some big fish with that. My Wraith pole is a medium light pole. It was like 8 or 9 feet, and it did everything I wanted it to do. I had some nice 40-pound braid on there, and that motherfucker was pulling in monsters. There's this one fish. Everybody has that one experience where they're fishing, and unexpectedly they lock on something big bite their pole, and they're fighting it, and it breaks off and takes. And I had experience with that, and I don't know what it was, but I had some theories on what it could have been, because I had a pinfish on there when it took it, and I was fishing in Clearwater, Florida. Literally the greatest spot I feel like to fish. There was water everywhere. Oh, that is a smart idea. Let me do that. But every depth is different though. That's the only problem. Like where I'm sitting and where I'm casting near the shorelines in these shadow spots, and then I'm letting it come. So I can see how deep it is right beside me, but it ain't gonna tell me. It ain't gonna tell me how deep it is over there. But I do like the idea of the thought process. It's better than nothing. I really am about to probably put an air rig or something on. Yeah, that sucks, man. I know, bro. I definitely was disappointed. Honestly, in my life, I've probably only broken Myself, I've only broken one pole, but stuff happened in the poles. I've probably lost four. I be buy when I usually go to like out of town to Florida. I always buy the like $20 to $30 DIY. However you say this, I always buy these type of rods, and they work really good. This ain't the same. This ain't the reel that goes to it, but they work really good. This is the reel that I got for. I bought a loose pole, and the loose pole, the fucking tip snapped. The fucking tip snap, chat. I think that's the worst thing for poles when the tips snap. You can't prevent them. I was carrying a handful of poles. I had like four poles with me, like three big poles and then two small poles and that loose pole. And I set them down on the ground and the pole snapped it. So I guess I broke in two poles. The other pole I broke, it was a 9 foot rod. I've really only broken two big poles. It was a 9 foot rod and I was on a hill and I opened my car door and set my poles right there. Not a smart idea on the hill because that motherfucker door came back and snapped that pole in half so fucking quick. But yeah, I can count how many poles I broke in my life, but most of the poles I break, they be the rod tips, and I've broken probably two of these poles with the rod tips just snapping off, and then I broke that loose pole with the rod tips snapping off. Other than that, I just broke those two big poles with the bolt and with that car door. Other than that, I haven't broke a lot of poles. I don't really like one-piece poles. I own one one-piece pole. I own three one-piece poles, but two of them I actually use, and they the strong as like 8 foot, 7, 8 foot rods. The ones you use when you going like when you're going like deep sea fishing. I own two of those, and those got some nice setups on them. I haven't pulled them out yet, but I put them back up, and I'm gonna pull them back out here soon. And then I have one that we're gonna be doing the giveaway on. It's actually we got a post on it if y'all want to go check it out. We're gonna be doing the giveaway on that soon. We was waiting until we reached 4,000 before we start the giveaway. We're literally right there, chat. As soon as we hit 4,000, we're gonna start the giveaway for that poll. I might throw in something else for that poll but obviously some fish on entertainment stickers and stuff like that. But yeah, got that poll. That's my other one piece. It's like it's like a 9 foot rod as well. But it's what is it? It's not a Hellcat. It's a fucking something cat. It's not a Hellcat. It's something else. It's the other one. Their competition, I guess. Kendall, what's up, brother? You know, I just seen this. Yeah, chilling on a kayak, trying to turn a fish into a sandwich. I got some fish sandwiches at home though. I'm gonna be eating here soon. I'm gonna cook that trout when I get home. I'm not gonna do a live. It's just gonna be a video. Try to get more cooking videos on our channel. I caught two nice trout yesterday, and I can't wait to cook them up. Trout tastes delicious. Like, my favorite fish to eat is grouper, but it's something about trout. It just hits. Add some lemon to that, Joan. Bruh. Trout be hitting. Shadow? What you talking about, Shadow? I don't know, Shadow. Also, I'm not worried about that. We out here vibing, bro. Somebody's always in war. Ain't got shit to do with me. Not yet. Not yet, dial up. I just got snagged on this fucking tree. Hardest thing about getting it is it's just fucking braid. Huckleberry. Somebody's always on war, bro. I'm just worried about getting my tax money. Look. Ain't worried about no fucking war. We out here fishing and vibing. You don't see this beautiful ass sky? Travis, what's up, brother? Facts. We talking about that shit don't matter. They ain't even that, like he said, they ain't even that big. Shall we about to move down? Also, I'm snagged. we're snagged, bro. What's your favorite thing, Ben? Snagged. Why you like being snagged so much? Because I caught some. It just wasn't a fish. Jeez Louise. This was supposed to come off. How's the bites? They're pretty slow, Travis. They're pretty slow. Honestly, I could say I haven't got any bites today. But it's all right, Travis. I caught me some trout yesterday, and we still not done fishing. In my opinion, we just kind of getting started. I've been using the same things the whole time. I've been using this wacky rig, and I used my orange rooster tail for a minute, but there's so much sea moss on the sides where I'm aiming. I'm just pulling in sea moss with my rooster tail. I also have night crawlers. It's my third thing on a bobber pole setup. But we just got snagged, so I just pulled my bobber pole in. I'm trying to put my damn tripod, not tripod, my thing that holds my phone back up in the dividers. All right, I'm gonna spin y'all for a second. Maybe twice. 3 times the charm. Right. I think we locked it in. Yeah, let's get out of this tree, chat. Where the fuck is it at? Oh, shit. Right above me. I could probably pull this tree branch down. This is this fucking braid. Left-handed. Can't fucking look up. Well, come down here then. I ain't standing up. I fucking might. Ugh. I need to fucking put my anchor down, chat. Goodness, braid. That should have cut off your circulation so fucking quick. Why am I in the night? As soon as I looked up a fucking tree branch, piece flew in my fucking eye. I cannot get this tree branch to come down. Well, break then. Fucking braid is strong as shit. Shit, that was fucking tough. Yeah, that was fucking tough, chat. That was fucking tough. I mean, I got my worm and everything back. That was a workout. This thing was scooted back further, that's what it was. All right, Travis, appreciate you being here, my guy. I really do. Oh, GG's on the freaking flathead too, Travis. GG's, man. Great catch. Chad, I'm gonna catch me a fish before I leave. My pole's acting weird because it got wet. It got dumped in that water. We really sit in the middle. Like literally, we're in the middle, chat. I just put my rooster tail back out. We're in the middle. What we got to lose? Be in the middle. I know it's deep as fuck right here. Only way I really can test chat is dropping my anchor down. I haven't even been seeing no fish jump out the water, chat. That's what's been throwing me off for a loop. Like I would think, you see fish actively on the water when they really out. That's what's making me think they sitting on the deep or they sitting in the corners. Cause I haven't seen no fish in the water actively going crazy. This is the furthest I've been on my kayak though. There's a corner right here. If I turn around behind me and keep going, I've never made it to that corner, to the end of that, and kept going. And I kind of want to go, but at the same time, I want to go back to the beginning where I know I comfortably can catch fish off the dock and stuff right there, and cast all around there with the Cinco worm and the rooster tail, because there's all kinds of shit that's over there. All kinds of shit. And I really need to go over there, but that's what I'm thinking about doing instead of going around this dip, because this dip is not gonna lead me to no. It might lead me to shade area. Shit, like I said, I don't know. I ain't never been over there. That's a spot you can't get to unless you actually like Oh, I think I'm in the sea moss again. No, I'm good. This place you can't get to unless you actually kayaking, or you go to the golf course side and try to walk around. Like, yeah, on the opposite side of this lake is a golf course. It's another thing you gotta worry about. You ain't gotta worry about nobody hitting you with a golf ball. See, that's what I'm about to do. Bite. That's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm back here where I'm at right now. I'm gonna cast about 15 times, and then I'm gonna go back towards the dock. It is a little journey back that way, but I want to catch some fish, man. And fishing a new area and fishing a new spot. I mean, not a new area, but fishing a new area is like fishing a new spot when you go to it. You ain't never fished here before, so you don't know what to expect. You don't know what to use. You don't know what the depths. I want to go somewhere at least I'm comfortable. Rude, what's up? How you doing today, brother? We on a yak. I'm doing some yak fishing. My boy's gonna do some more trout fishing today, so that's gonna be great. He should be headed that way to go do some trout fishing soon. So we're gonna be double living in a minute. Always good to see you, Rude. Yeah, but that's what I'm about to do in a second, man. Like I said, I'm gonna cast her a few times since I'm already over here, and this is a spot I don't normally be at fishing. And there's a lot of down trees where I'm at right now, like a lot of down trees. Like you can see a tree sitting in the water right there. And I'm just casting. There's another one over here. Right over there and stuff. There's like 3 or 4 of them. I'm just gonna cast around those for a second. Then I'm gonna go. Why are you talking about treason, bro? Shadow, chill out. You're the only one talking about war talk in here. You know it's a fishing channel. We're not worried about that war shit, bro. We having a positive, good day. That's negative energy you bringing in here. We don't want that negative energy, bro. Keep you from to keep you from getting in trouble, Shadow, I would change the tone, change the subject some, bro. Fat cats, what's up, brother? What is up, my guy? I need to start bringing my yak clampers. It's something that you tie onto your boat or tie onto your yak, and where you're close to like some tree or debris, and you want to sit in that spot. You clamp onto that. You clamp onto the tree, and it holds you in that spot. It's like another way of an anchor. James, how you doing, bro? Nah, nothing yet, man. Nothing yet. We got some ideas on what we're gonna do in a second, though. We're gonna move back down there at the dock. That's like that's like the home away from the home. We just pulled up in this down tree area. There's a little there's some shade over in there and some sun in between. We trying to see what this is hitting like while we over here. I'm throwing out an orange rooster tail right now. You know what's crazy, chat? I swear I felt like I got hit before I got snagged. Like it was a real wiggle on my rooster tail before I got into what I'm in now. I mean, James, I could have, bro. I catch all kinds of fish. All fish don't hit the same. But I probably didn't. I could have just been snagged. But I did feel like I got bumped. But it could have just been me bumping into some tree branches or something. came undone. Jeremy Way Lake Monster is crazy, Redden. How you doing today, brother? I wouldn't say that'd be nice though. Catch some of those. Some of them lake. Look, I know I'm getting hit, chat. I know I just got hit. Hold on. Hold on. I can't be tripping. I got some sea moss on my shit. I know I just got hit. Because I did it again. Hold on. Getting this sea moss off. Clear this hook out. They gonna see, chat. It's all fun and games until your boy pull out a crappie. Somebody really, what's up? How you doing today? We low-key in a spot, chat. It's a big-ass turtle right there, too. We low-key in a spot. See, this is why I know I got hit, because I'm not experiencing the same thing. Carmer, how you doing today? I'm not experiencing the same thing. Here comes the sea moss. Sea moss party right now, bro. My boy Charlon Joe should be. Got to do some more trout fishing here soon. Shit is deep. I might lose my orange rooster tail, chat. This fucking stick in the water. It's so deep right here. What the fuck? Like literally deep as shit. I got it. Deep as shit right there. What the fuck is so deep? About to go back near the dock. You're about to go back near the dock. Let me cast this fucking pole real quick. It's acting so weird now that it got wet. Gosh. I feel like I'm low-key in a crappie spot, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to mark his spot down on my temporary fish finder. There's bread sitting in the water right here. Matt, what's up? How you doing? Do you go live often? Yeah, Paige, at least 2 times a week. When it gets a little more warm out, it's gonna be 3, 4 times a week. But right now, yeah, 2 times a week at the most. But we went live yesterday. We went live on Wednesday. My boy's about to go live right now. So it's 2 people on this channel. Me, I'm Hook Ron, and then my boy Charline Joe. Charline Joe's about to go live. He's about to go do some trout fishing while I'm kayak fishing. But yeah, we go live often. Live often, giveaways, be in people's chat, all kinds of stuff. And we target every fish, but some of our top main fish we target is catfish and bass and occasional crappies. We do saltwater and freshwater fishing. We are in a freshwater state, but I go out of town. 3, 4 times a year. 3, 4 times a year and do some freshwater, some saltwater fishing. I'm gonna go out of town in April. I'm gonna do some saltwater fishing. Damn, this looks like a spot, chat. Like I could sit here and just drop down. I feel like I should just drop down a crappie jig. Nah, we gonna go get a bass. We ain't gonna focus on these attempts on crappie. It's really hot out here right now anyway. Fish love chicken. Yeah, they do, El John. We use all types of chicken. But that's more of like, in my opinion, more of a catfish thing. Like I ain't never caught no bass off of chicken. I'm just out here targeting bass today. Bass, and I'm not gonna say I'll be mad if I catch a bluegill because shit, I'm doing a catch and cook on the trout that I caught yesterday, and I wouldn't be mad if I catch some bluegill too, because there's 3 fish. There's 3 fish I wanna. Well, there's 4 fish. There's 4 fish I wanna cook. I wanna cook a trout. I wanna cook a catfish. I wanna cook a crappie, and I wanna cook a bluegill. I've only cooked drum when it comes to fish. I attempted to cook a catfish, but my knife was too dull. So I messed up the catfish on the fillet, and then I just was done with that catfish. It's definitely a different vibe. Lake fishing is definitely a different vibe. It's more chill. Like beach fishing, saltwater fishing. I'm not saying it's not easy. It's not hard either. It's both. The stereotype of people thinking you could just instantly fish. Nah, fish do the same thing for any weather. When it gets cold outside, even if it ain't cold in Florida or where the salt water is, it still gets to that level where the fish bury and go deeper and do their own thing. I'm gonna say, I couldn't sit in front of water and not fish. I'm gonna find some string and hand line if I don't got a pole. My girl just got me a chillum. One of them things you drink, like it's like a Coogee, you drink stuff out of it and then it has line on it. So when I do go on the cruise, I will have a fishing pole and stuff with me, but you're not allowed to like bring the fishing pole with you to fish when you get on cruises. It's weird as shit. But I'm not just doing a cruise. Like, I'm going to Miami for 2 days, and I'm going to be in Miami. So we're flying down there. Otherwise, it would be like a 6-hour drive. Flying down there to Miami. Gonna stay down there in Miami for 2 days. I'm gonna fish there for 2 days. So I'm bringing a fishing pole on the plane and stuff. Then you're allowed to have a pole on the boat, but you're not allowed to take the pole off the boat. But I am gonna have fishing line, and I'm gonna bring my koozie, and I'm gonna fish that way, man. Cause I gotta get that bite, gotta get that exotic fish. Catch another one of them slipperies. Heck yeah, that's not until April though. And you're gonna see us 1,000 more times before that day. Cause like I said, my boy, we just fished yesterday. We fished on Wednesday. We fishing the day. I'm fishing here, and my boy Charlie Joe, he's gonna go live. He's gonna do some trout fishing. I don't know if he's live yet, but if he is, let me know. Bruno, what's up, Brazil, brother? How you doing? Northern, always good to see you, my guy. Always good to see you. Yeah, Charlie Joe's about to go live. He's about to do some more trout fishing. Hopefully he can hit his trout limit today. I'm trying to see him catch 20 trout. You can only have 5, but you know he can put the other 15 back. The most trout I caught in a day is like 4. Fishy Things with 100 done, always coming at her with the clutch. Thank you, Fishy Things. W's in the chat for Fishy Things. Yeah, the most trout I ever caught is 4, man. Yeah, good to see you, Northern, for real. A lipless crankbait? That's another thing we need to get into more of. I feel like no matter what, I'm always gonna feel like a beginner to fishing because there's always some new fishing methods or ways to learn to do some fishing. And lipless crankbait, I only use those. I have used poppers, we have used buzz baits, we have used spinner baits, we have used rooster tails. We just started getting into using more like soft plastic. But other than that, we use live bait or any other bait, chicken, liver, shrimp, worm, chicken hearts, everything, man. We use all of that. We use all of the baits. But I'm not gonna say we use bugs that often. Like I said the other day, I'm not gonna put. I really don't know no method of putting no crickets on the hook. But I could put a shrimp on a hook, alive or dead. I could put it on the hook. I just don't know how to keep it alive if I do. That is awesome though, Bree. I feel like once you catch something off of an item, that thing is the next best thing. And that's just something I heard someone say, and then I just want to be like, damn, I want to try that now. Because right now I'm just using rooster tails and I'm using a wacky setup. But it's a lot of sunlight on this lake. So really I'm aiming for the sides, but with the rooster tail, the sea moss and stuff is getting caught into the rooster tail. And with the wacky worm, it was doing really good until I just got it snagged in a tree. Now I ended up dipping my pole in the water. This braid is acting fucking weird now. It's literally acting weird. Like I can throw it, but the reel end is kind of like slow and stiff. I don't know what's going on. And then I got one more pole. I got my third pole. My third pole is just a bobber pole. I brought that out here because if I'm drop an anchor down or something, I'm sitting somewhere and I'm casting one pole, I can have another bobber out as an opportunity with some stuff on it, and I just have some green nitro worms. Usually when I get on my kayak, I bring like minnows and shiners and stuff like that, but I didn't have time to go to the store today. I actually woke up at like 10 a.m. and my wife had stuff to do, so, and we're using one car, so she just dropped me off for around 12. So I've been here for 2 hours. Well, 3 hours, I guess. And we haven't really got any bites. We did more work going up and down this thing and pulling in sea moss. Snagged on a few tree branches, got that unsnagged. We haven't lost any gear. But right now I kind of want to change out my gear. I want to change out my rooster tail and put something else on there. Just trying to figure out what I'm going to aim for on this lake next. I'm moving down to where we usually fish, like near the docks and stuff like that. I'm moving down near those because we've moved all down the side of this lake and found very little to none dark spots where we can fish and cover and cast for a little while until we get snagged, and then we just move on. Yeah, England, appreciate you being here. Monster Carp, how you doing today? It's the same person. Sometimes chat helps me and I read chat and what they say first before I read the name. But how are you doing today? Fishy thing is funny, bro. Hey, and it should. I'm just glad you caught one, man. You had literally had a challenge going for catching the muskie, and you caught one, and you didn't have to hit that 1,000 mark. Could you imagine if you hit it on your 1,000 mark, bro? That would have been crazy. Well, at least you only knew it only took 4,000 casts to get it. Like I said, every time I throw this rooster tail and bring it in, there's some extra with the rooster tail. Yes, Chad, I know the sun is beaming because my back is like bacon right now and it's just getting cooked. You ain't never lied. That's the best camera angle. I'm about to start being popper on again because I like using the popper. Not the whopper plopper, the regular plopper. I have whopper ploppers. I don't want to use those though. I feel like I gotta be at a special place to use a whopper plopper. I don't feel like I could just use a whopper plopper anywhere. Whopper plopper definitely gives you the best outcome when you catch a fish, but I just feel like that's a hard thing to use to catch a fish because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm snagged. I fucking knew it. We were right over this tree stuff, and I seen the snag happening. As a whole, y'all can see it. Bree, thank you for the $1.99. Welcome to the game, Bluegill game, membership only. W's in chat for Bree. You see these tree branches right here? They all the way down. So I know fish are sitting under them. So I'm trying to cast down them, but I'm also trying to move while I'm going because I'm going to a certain area. And while doing that, I threw right over top of this shit and it instantly snagged. Oh no! Oh no! No, I didn't know that. I did not know that at all, Matt. That's a weird rule. It's not like I see 100 catfish here. I've caught a catfish here, but I've only caught I've caught a bullhead here. I never caught like a channel cat or anything here. Sometimes I call this place McSilly because I feel like I'm silly just coming here. But at the same time, you never know what you're gonna catch here. I just raised a fucking 15 to 20 pound dead carp out the water a second ago. And a turtle, something had ate it all the way up. But it was like, I knew that was a possibility they could be in here. I just didn't know they were in here like that. That damn thing was huge. That thing was a monster. I wonder what started out killing it or what happened to it to get it the way that it died, but it was big. I said, I'm always finding the dead stuff. Could have pulled that boy out, cut him up into pieces, and took him to the river. Yeah, I didn't know that. You can't use that. Heck yeah, the emojis. Got us a bluegill. How's it going? Any luck?
No, what about you?
Nah, I done moved up and down this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, McSilly chat. That's why we call it McSilly. You gotta be McSilly to come here and fish sometimes. But if I forgot the true meaning of fishing, then I wouldn't care. True meaning of fishing is getting out there, getting in that air, having a good time, vibing. Y'all make it even 10 times more fun talking to y'all, chatting with y'all and stuff. Like, I have fun just fishing in general. I don't gotta catch something every day. I know I'm gonna catch something one of these days, and I caught 2 trout yesterday. Shit, Chad, 2 trout. Not only did I catch trout, I caught dinner. It's a 2-for-1 special. I get to eat them too. Like, what the hell? Hell yeah, Northern. Hell yeah. Trout line Joe ain't activated yet. He should be activated here soon. Yeah, the true meaning of fishing is just getting out there. That's why I'd be like, you can't really necessarily be angry fishing. The only way you could be angry fishing is you came there already angry. Motherfucker. You came there already angry before you went fishing. Cause I can't. But even if after I'm there, I'm not gonna stay angry if I'm fishing already. Oh, I wonder what I got stuck on. Bubbles is coming up. Oh, damn. I don't know what size line this is, but I swear some of the thinnest line is the strongest line. This pole I got for my birthday, Charlie and Joe bought it for me. And it's mostly an ultra, it's damn near an ultralight. So I'm thinking it got like 6-pound test on here. But this shit will not break. I have not lost nothing. I've been snagged on some stuff. And they cast like a breeze. Yeah, fishing is therapeutic, man. You ain't never lied. So like, even if I don't catch nothing, I can't never be mad because I'm excited about the moment I got out here. Like, look where I'm at. I can sit on this kayak and fall asleep and no one can disturb me. I can sit here and fall asleep. Be like floating on air. Freaking seals. This damn thing, every hook, every time I touch something. Let me just get to where I want to be at. And cast there for a little while. Pull out some sea moss over there. Possibly a fish. And also, with that being said, I can at least throw out my bobber pole. I brought that damn pole with me, and I haven't even I haven't got to throw it out too much. Because every time I throw it out and I start casting my other pole, it gets snagged on something. Then I have to pull that back in and then do that. shit, chat. I gotta piss. Hold on. I gotta piss. Commercial break. Your commercial break, chat. Hold on. Could you imagine the people that just popped in the stream and is like, where the fuck is he at? How is he not in his yak? Instantly thinking he fell in the water. You motherfucker. There you are. The anchor fell back on off the shore. There's a tree I'm sitting on top of. That shit got lodged in between the tree. He's after them landfish. Hey, if they bite, I'll take them. Let me go on. I've been bopping and booping my phone with this damn oar. But it's a waterproof case. We prepared for out of town chat. Nope, move. I bet a catfish is under that shit. I'm gonna need a shower when I get home. All this damn sea moss I done touch. I smell like sea moss. I should have been collecting bobbers, chat. We could have came up off some bobbers real quick. Sasquatch, that'd be crazy. He'll get his ass hit with a pole. There's a lot of people on land over here. A solid largemouth oak tree fish. What the hell is that? Like I told Chad, there's millions of types of fish. Like I said, there's a list of fish I want to catch. Then once I catch that list of fish, there's a new list of fish I want to catch for that fish. But a solid largemouth oak tree fish? There's so many type of fucking bass. That is a bass, right? When I think largemouth, I instantly think bass. The log got snagged on. Hey, bro, you funny, man. You funny. I'm trying to catch a fish that ain't been named yet so I can name it myself. I'm gonna name it the FOE fish. What is that? You call it FOE, bro? Look it up on Fish Finder. Exactly what I'm gonna name it, the FOE fish. Every time somebody catch it. What's the abbreviations for? Nothing. It's just FOE. But if you look it up, you're gonna find it on YouTube. I can't believe my boy Trout Joe ain't live yet. I wanna ask him what he's doing, but I don't wanna disturb him. He might be traveling, bro. He had to drop someone off at 2, and then he was gonna pull out fish. I don't know his time frame on anything, but I do know it take like 25 minutes to get back to the trout spot. He's going back to the same spot we was fishing yesterday. There was another spot he could have went to, but that one's kind of further. Fuck. I miss when I used to throw my pole in the water and I didn't instantly get snagged. I might be trying to catch that largemouth fish he's talking about. I can see my rooster tail coming out of the water. Oh wow, I see what it's snagged on too. Land ho. Come on, rooster tail, let's get out of here. I didn't want to be this close to land or on it. Yeah, let's just scare all the bass out from underneath here. Oh damn, this is a spot, chat. I'm gonna have to get my frog out, but I'm gonna put my frog on the pole with the Damn, I don't know where specifically my frog is. I got 3 frog options. Which frog would y'all recommend? This is 1, this blue one's 2, and this one's 3. Which frog would y'all recommend? 1, 2, or 3? 1, the blue one's 2, this one's 3. Huh? 2, John? That's a bet. Everybody keep talking about blue. Blue must just look great in this color. I thought I just seen a fish swim away in front of me. Blue must just look great in this color water. You got some clear water? Nah, it's brown. Yeah, it's some brown water, man. Eggs. Why is that the second person that said that in chat? Yeah, Louisville, Kentucky. Freshwater. All right, I just got my worm off. I'm putting this frog on right now. John, 0, bro. It's been a tough. This lake I call McNeely Lake because it's be really rare to catch fish. It's not impossible. I do more land fishing than yakking here. This is my second time yakking here. We trying all things. I said going to yakking in general is like going to a new location every time because yakking you gonna go places you couldn't get to when you fished this spot, and that's what I've been doing. One place I couldn't get to. The sun's beaming though, so I'm trying to go where there's spots where there's shade underneath trees and stuff like that, but it only lasts there about 10-15 minutes before I have to move or I get snagged on something that I can't see, even though I'm targeting tree areas. But I'm just going for bass. I've been using the rooster tails and I've been using wacky rigs. And then I have actual worms. I have 3 rods with me. But it's been a day. But it's still a lot left in the day. So we'll see where we get, bro. Shamar, how you doing? We just put that frog on. Yeah, he's missing an eye. He's a pirate. He's missing both his eyes. He ain't got to see the fish. The fish got to see him. MVP always catches fish. MVP. Yeah, he ain't got to see. He ain't got to see the fish. Got to see him. Someone recommended a frog. I thought it was just out that time. Can somebody... I've used a frog, but every method is a little different. I use a rooster tail different than I use a wacky rig. What's y'all method? Y'all reel a little bit, twitch a few times across the land, reel a little bit, stop. Is that what y'all do? Put this rooster tail up. It's in the way. Strong rooster tail for real. What do you say? Hard, how you doing? Guess what? Yeah, just pop it. I haven't even told a joke, so I haven't reached my limit. We've been talking about fishing. So I kind of just use it like a popper. Of course, while I'm throwing it, there ain't no fucking sea moss. While I'm throwing it, I'm just throwing it out in the open. Smack in the water. Let me move out in front. There's some people right in front of me, bro. I'm not trying to be like cast in front over them or anything like that. Hey, you know what's crazy? The dock I said that I'll be fishing at, ain't nobody on it. Yeah, like a popper. All right. Look, there's the dock. Granted, there's another dock that all those people are standing on, but that dock they're standing on is the dock where you push your kayaks and stuff off of, so you're really not supposed to fish or anything like that. But there's a regular dock that we all stand at when we're on land. I'm just coming over to see if I can get a few bass this way. We've moved all the way down this lake one way. We've asked some people that swim past. How's it going? Is that your barber out there? Okay. I seen this barber floating on. I didn't want to like go through his line, but it's not his barber. Whoa! Are you surpassing the? We are. Damn, when the grass is dead, child, the grass is dead. But it be hella grass right here, hella bass right here. In this area I'm pulling up on, where the dock is. All down this side is Bass Central, and I just do it right in the grass. Poppin's really looking nice. I gotta put an anchor down, Chad. Hold on. Let me move. I don't like where we're sitting at. What the fuck is that? A bamboo stick? Where the hell did that come from? There'd be random shit in the water. Oh, let's go. Tryline Joe is going live. Tell him I said what's up, and you're sure. Hit him with the you don't know. Sure. Yeah, my boy Tryline Joe's about to go live, y'all. He's about to go catch some trout. People is animals. They threw the bench in the water so they can stand on it to fish. Chat, this might be my stopping point. You got top water lure. Yeah, I'm using a frog right now. Throw it on a lily pad. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, man. A few lily pads. The lily pads are more in the start of when we first pulled up at the docks down all the way at the end. If I keep going straight, we got more sea moss than lily pads right now, and the sea moss was just everywhere. Damn, my regular worm done dried out. Like I had worms out here. That's how hot it is. He been on the hook. That boy done dried out on the hook. That boy done dried out on the hook, Chad. I'm gonna have to put another one on. Did you get Joe's notification, Ron? No, when me or Joe is about to go live, we usually message each other and say we're about to go live. So he's about to go live. He just messaged me. You're asking me, or are you just asking? Are you asking me, or are you telling me what he said? Cause I got the notification. When I was about to go live, we tell each other before we go live. I use all these remedies and watch worms be the thing to catch everything. Now I don't know if the notification notify you if you're already watching me, but like I said, Joe or me messages each other before we go live. So he told me he's about to go live. That's why I told y'all like go check in on my boy. I don't get a notification. He just tells me. I'm not casting a pole right now because I just threw this worm pole out. I dropped my anchor somewhere, but I kind of wanna move up some. I'm gonna do it because there's no one on the dock but this family with this baby, and I want to do it before any fisherman comes up there because they can meal dog me, cause but I ain't trying to cast around a whole bunch of fishermen. I ain't trying to cast near a whole bunch of fishermen, but I am feeling pretty lucky about where I'm at right now. Chat. Let's see if we can get a few fish while we sit right here in this spot. The frog's gonna come back out and say, I think I'm gonna bring my rooster tail back out. This spot don't got a fuck ton of sea moss right here, so. Dave, you can't park there. Too late. Write me a ticket, boy. A fisherman ticket. I'm part of the spot. I threw my pole over there, and there was some kids that just walked. No problem, Northern. Some kids that just walked on the dock, and like their mom. And I threw it, and one of the kids was watching. And she screamed. And when it hit the water, I don't know what she was scared of. As long as she didn't fall in the water, she's fine. I'm up in the mix, chat. I'm up in the mix. Let me pull out my handy dandy rooster tail. The one I haven't quit yet. You good, man? I think it's because you was already in, or I don't know. I don't know why you didn't get a notification, Northern. went fishing today, and my daughter and them had to go do something. She gonna say, "You always go fishing without me." I was like, "What the hell? What is this?" Heck yeah, have a great day. Fishy things if you out of here, have a good day, man. Appreciate you being in here vibing with me, bro. Telling me about your muskie, man. Exciting, bro. I really want to catch one of those myself. But I gotta get it everywhere where it's available. Chat. What I tell you, every time I throw my bobber out and I just want to sit and vibe, I get snagged on something. Every time, chat. How deep am I fishing with this? Pretty damn deep.
Excuse me, can we borrow one of your things?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I guess I gotta go get this tangle pole, man. Kind of want to watch and see what how Trylon Joe's doing. If I'm being honest, chat, I kind of want to see that. So hopefully we catch a fish here soon. I might just end nothing against y'all, and I do enjoy kayaking and being live, but I want to watch my boy catch a trout. Nah. Snag. Oh, fucking another snag, SG. Another snag, bro. No, snagged. SG, another snag, bro. Another snag, my guy. They keep getting me with these snags, bro. Snagging's always possible here, though. No.
How many fish you can grab in one day?
Yesterday I caught two.
You got a big one or a little one?
I wasn't here yesterday. I was somewhere else. I caught two rainbow trout. They were pretty nice. Man, SG, you and me both, man. I hate that too. And yeah, that possibility of getting snagged multiple times is what kills me. Like, with fishing, you can get a momentum and you can be throwing and casting, having a good time. But that right there could just change the whole game because it's the opportunity of either losing your gear or not. And I just don't even like dealing with it. But the bright side about me getting snagged on a kayak, at least, I can I can boat over to it. I ain't getting snagged nowhere on land. Shit, if I was getting snagged this much on land, I probably would move. But I ain't, honestly, we've been moving. We've moved everywhere. Yeah, this lake bottom was man-made created, but then everybody else added extra shit to it, like deadass. You hear stories about the stuff they add, but you're not only hearing it, you see it. They Christmas trees, 5 Christmas trees, right here below the dock. And the amount of I got snagged. I'm like, why is it doing this? Yeah, the amount of Christmas trees that they put down right there. I've pulled some of the Christmas trees out the water. I mean, I put them back in. I dropped them straight back in after I got my hook back. But it's just the fact that like there's supposedly a car in here and everything. There's all kinds of stuff in here in this water. They've added to the terrain to make it even crazier. I don't see someone. Some kids a minute ago just asked me could they use my fishing poles on the shoreline. I'm like, no. If I was on the land, I might let them use one, but really the poles I got right now are kind of precious to me. Right in the sea moss, right on a tree branch. Exactly what the fish want to see. Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those SG. It's just I don't really need them, but they are beneficial. They are supposed to be beneficial, but you know, there's sometimes fishermen just make shit to sell that ain't like that. Like I ain't gonna lie, one thing that I think is I'm gonna always think it's a rig or a setup is a D hooker. Like I've owned D hookers, and not saying I was a professional user of them. It's just I didn't believe them when I used them that they were really that good. Have I used the D hooker and got one hook out of a fish? Yeah, yeah. But if we did 5 fish and I had the D hook out of all 5 of them with the D hooker, I'm only getting the D hooker out of 1 fish. My other method of getting the hook out of the fish would be another way. This one will be easier to see if every time I pulled it out there wasn't a pile of sea moss added onto the worm. That's the honest truth. Like I can't keep the sea moss off my worm. You've never tried them? Yeah. I've like I say always, fishing is a learning experience. But me trying that D hooker and thinking I was that man trying to use it, I was not that man using that. Practically ass with the D hooker. Like I said, if you gave me 5 fish to use the D hooker with, I'm getting it out on 1 fish. The other 5 fish, we gonna have to get it out the other way. We gonna have to use the pliers or something else. I mean, we gonna get the hook out, but we gonna have to use another method to get that hook out. For sure. We ain't gonna get to use the phone. Nah, it's been pretty slow, man.
Yeah, McNeely's not usually a good spot. There are a couple good spots around here.
Yeah, McNeely. I call this McSilly because I be silly when I come here to fish. There are some great spots though.
Hey, bro, I can give you a hidden spot, bro, everything. You know, when we sneak our kayaks in there, you know I caught a 6-pound at nighttime and like a good ass catfish too. He's gonna bite. Over at you know that abandoned school, the castle out in Mount Washington, by like Kohl's and shit. It's over by like Kohl's, Starbucks, Bell City Soap.
I about to say the AutoZone pond.
that area. It's over by like all I can think of is Bus City Soap, Popeyes, Coles, in that area. Down in Mount Washington, but there's a school. It's abandoned, and there's a pool a pond right next to it. No one fishes it, bro. We be sneaking our kayaks in there and getting big ass fish. It's soft as fuck. But
Is it a pool?
It's like an open pond, and there's like a swamp area on one side, and the other side's like deep with a bunch of moss. It's pretty dope, bro. But they got big ass fish in there. That no one knows about.
You know where you need to fish? Y'all need to fish.
You ever bank fish?
Yeah, all the time. I don't. Yeah, everything.
What you be fishing for?
Everything. Look us up on YouTube. Fish on Entertainment. Me and my boy, we be fishing and everything.
Hell yeah.
I
There's
just-
a neighborhood pond that.
And there's a pond I'll tell you. Where's it at? You know where Falcon Crest is?
What's
It's called Falcon Crest. It's over behind Southern.
yeah.
Them apartments over there. There's a neighborhood pond right there. Huh?
You able to fish that?
Yeah, if you clean up your mess.
Oh hell yeah.
They have carp. They have carp. They have. I mean not carp. They have crappie. They have bass. They have catfish. They have flatheads in there.
Catfish for real.
They have flatheads in there. Yeah, I went trout fishing yesterday at Tom Wallace. I caught 2 trout.
Trout, you fuck with trout too?
We catch everything. Fish on Entertainment, bro.
Fly fishing, bass fishing, catfish is most of my name, bro.
Nah, Wednesday we went bass fishing. I caught 6 bass.
Hell yeah. In this weather?
Bro, there's some creeks you can go to. I'm telling you, eat them up. You know where Texas Roadhouse is on Outer Loop?
Yeah.
That whole creek line has a lot of shit in it. Carp, channel cats, and bass.
What the fuck?
That whole creek line. If you walk up and down that creek line,
Oh, we just getting the ponds and shit. Like, there's 2 ponds called Stone Lake. The top pond and Spring, big ass bass be bed. But I think that part is kind of like, I think people are figuring that one out. It's kind of getting overfished. But we caught some fucking 4-pounders there on whenever they start bedding. And they got a feeder, so they always camp out where the bluegill are.
Man.
That's the top pond. The bottom pond, they got bass. But
honestly, the secret is ponds have the best spots.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. It was nice meeting you. Good luck, man.
Thank you, man. You as well. It's originally a doctor's instrument. I'm standing on somebody else's lawn. I pulled up someone else's freaking. I ain't gonna lie, chat. On some funny shit, this looks like my old something I used here, but I don't remember losing this here. So it ain't me. The barber just looked familiar. We take all trash out the water, chat. We don't leave that shit in there. That's crazy. It's originally a doctor's instrument. It'd be doctoring them fish up. We'd be doctoring them fish. So I got a doctor's degree basically. If I use a de-hooker on a fish, I got a doctor's degree. I'm about to move away from chat. You know, I just realized that this music been playing. This music been playing this whole time. And even though I can't understand it, I don't want to copyright or anything for this playing. I have not even noticed this music been playing. Because in reality, you can just enjoy yourself and not realize music's playing. We outside. The barbecue smells good though. I'm slowly backing up and just dragging this bobber as I'm backing up. See See if anything since this worm before I get away from here. I love that everybody has the same mindset of this isn't the spot, this place isn't the place to fish. Because in all honesty, chat, I can say truly I've caught over 30 fish here. But I'm not saying in one day or one sitting or nothing like that. Over a period of time, as many times as I came here. But really, people know this place is not the top tier spot to fish. If you said had to say a hard spot to fish, this would be considered a hard spot to fish. First off, the place is so big, and most of the people fish. They don't like they target certain spots. They're not just and those spots are targeted so much they overfish. So and then like there is fish in here, chat. There is fish in here, guaranteed. There's a lot of fish here. The fish here just know that they had a cousin in here one day, and then the next day they didn't have a cousin there, so they ain't biting everything that's hanging. But they be in here. That's for sure. Never fake. How you doing, brother? We've been out here kayaking for about 3-4 hours. It's been pretty bland. I mean, I feel like I experienced and got to get enough snags in my life to collect them for the rest of the year. But we ain't lose no gear so far been here. Talked to a few people. There's a lot of kayaks out here. There's about 10 kayaks out here total I've seen today with my own eyes. Yeah, it's about 10 kayaks total. And I asked at least one kayaker with any luck. He's like, nah. Then some people on the shore was like, it's not a good spot to fish. But I already know it's a challenge to fish here. But I know I'm never going to give this place up because it's close by my house. And I have caught some stuff here. I've caught bass here. I've caught bullheads here. I've caught crappie here. I caught bluegills here. That's four brands, 4 types of species. You only need 2 types of species to be satisfied with fishing. There's 4 that I've seen here, but today I seen number 5, which was that carp. The carp was crazy. I ain't catch it. It was dead, chat. Yeah, good to see you, Never Fake, man. It's always good to see you, man. My boy Trellon Joe's live right now. You got anything on the board yet, chat? He's about to be trout fishing. I guess he's just trying to conquer what he didn't conquer yesterday because we were trout fishing yesterday. Just a fine. I hope my boy catch 10 trout. Like I said, I hope he catch 10 trout, chat. Trout limit is 5, but he catch 10 and he put 15 on back. All right, he catch 20. He put 15 on back. We'd be smooth. We'd be smooth. Man, he can put them all back for real if he won't. I don't think Joe got plans to cook his trout. I think he just trout fish for fun. Appreciate you, Etchy. I wish my worms was more vibrant, chat. Like, really, my worms are thin. They've been in the car at least 3 or 4 days, and it been warm out here. Yeah, I'm about to stop wearing my Crocs. I pulled the Crocs out like I pulled the minnows out. Once I pulled minnows out yesterday, I pulled Crocs out thinking, oh, it's that type of weather. But day number 2, my socks are fully wet and have been wet this whole time, and I just been sitting in this kayak with wet socks, and it's bothering me. You too Asian to throw fish back? I feel that. We basically catch and release most of our fish. It's really, in my eyes, it's just kind of hard for me to kill a fish if I don't mean to really use it for usage. But I mean, some people kill fish to eat them. Like, I'm, if I catch anything, first off, it's hard for me to take it because in my head, when I catch it, I'm like, all right, I caught you when you was 2 pounds. Let me put you back in the water so you can be 5 pounds next time I catch you. And that's with any fish. That's with crappie. That's with catfish. That's what I'm never gonna eat a bass. I'm never gonna plan on eating a bass, chat. If I do a bass eating video, that motherfucker gotta be the last fish on my list to catch to cook. There's some saltwater fish I want to do a catch and cook on before I worry about eating a bass. That's funny. I'm too Asian to worry about the throw fish back. What the fuck was that? Something big just swimmed out right over next to me. Damn, bro. I wanna I wanna move without disturbing no peace of nothing. Try not to move too much. We're in one of them tree areas. Yeah, something crazy just moved half the freaking terrain right next to me. I'll sit here for a second. Try not to get snagged on nothing. I know I'm sitting on some shit. Oh. Striped bass tacos, man. I've eaten a lot of types of fish. Bass ain't on my list. I'm telling y'all, Chad, that's crazy though. I bet they taste delicious. A bass didn't even look delicious to me. When I caught that yesterday, I was like, man, them muffins gonna taste delicious. They look good. I ain't never ate crappie. I ain't never ate bluegill. That's why those two are on my list of things to catch and cook. I've ate hella catfish. How do you cook it? I ain't gonna lie, SG, every time it's a learning experience. I look up 48 different recipes before I decide, how do I want to cook this? But when I fried that drum, it came out really good. I didn't add no toppings or nothing with it. When I was gonna do this catfish I recently had, I had rice and I had some other stuff I was gonna do with it. But also, Forrest Garlic, he sent us some garlics in the mail. Me and Charlon Joe. And I wanted to try some of his garlic sauces on our stuff, Shout him out a little bit and post it, make it a video. Probably cut that out and turn it into a little short or something. But yeah, I don't have no crazy way of making. It's, it's just what I'm going off of. Like, I'm not no chef, SG. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not no cook. My wife does all the cooking. Can I cook? Yeah, I can cook. Something simple. I'm learning how to cook more when I'm cooking fish for real. Like I said, I'll learn 15 different recipes and then try to make something of my own. I feel like I moved away from the music, but I still ended up there more music. We watching this Baba Hard chat. There's a lot of trees and shit right here though. If a fish does bite it, my best bet is to set the hook, and I might have to dig my hand in the water to pull his ass out. Hopefully it ain't a turtle. Black and what with lemon? What the stripe? The bass you be cooking, or like are we talking about trout? That's the first thing I said when I said trout. I said, man, some lemon already brings out the flavor for trout. But that's for any fish. Like if you eat salmon and stuff like that, if you ain't cooking salmon with lemon, you ain't even cooking salmon right. There it goes, chat. There goes the snag we was worried about. Can't have nice things, chat. I need some line that saws through stuff when it touches it. So I need some sharp line. I'm gonna start putting bob wire on my fucking, using bob wire as a line. I'll be the first one to do it. I mean, my lines ain't breaking though. They just not getting past. It's just not getting past getting snagged. So easy to get snagged right now. Two trout, let's go. What's he using? A rooster tail? Yeah, I gotta move away from the chat. I tried to set my hold my bobber over the water and instantly got stuck in a tree. Let's go, two trout. My boy's on the board. Need at least 100-pound mono and still leader for bluegill. Facts. With this terrain they sitting in, yeah, I definitely do. And stuck on any and everything. These dudes are still over here. When I first started, bro, and I rode all the way down here, these two dudes pulled up. They got in the water before me and they sat in one spot and fished it the whole time. Man. And the first thing I said is, man, I should have brought my fish finder because I know that's what they're using. And they still sitting here. I went all the way down the lake and came all the way back. They still in the same spot. Them the people aren't gonna be like, any luck? They're gonna be like, yeah, that's all we've been doing. So they're gonna say, all we've been doing is pulling them out the water. Shit. It's good for them. So Bree, what's your favorite type of eat? What's your favorite fish to eat? What's your favorite fish to eat? Two trout though, that's nice. My boy's out there active. My boy is out there active. I bet he's using a rooster tail. I bet he's going hard with a rooster tail. said trout your favorite to eat? I'm about to come down here where these dudes are. There's 3 kayakers sitting down here. You know why? Because they've been turning them up down here. I'm about to come down here and sit down here with them. I'm about to turn them up together. There's about to be 4 kayaks down there eating good. Me and my friend Charlie and Joe say, if you go fishing and you don't catch nothing, you starving that day. We caught 2 trout yesterday. We ate real good. We ain't ready to starve today, chat. We ready to eat real good in a second. Hold on. Yeah, my favorite fish to eat is grouper, man. I don't know what it is. I'm sitting in a puddle of water, my yak. Grouper just tastes better, tastes flaky. It's delicious. I ain't never had a bad grouper experience. Is that tree real? That tree looks like a fake tree. Yeah, I love eating me some grouper, bro. I ain't never had a bad grouper experience. I done ate a po' boy, that shit, po' boy grouper, all of that. Like, grouper, like. Fish tastes better when you work for it. I bet. I know this fucking trout's about to taste like heaven. I don't know why Custer said it, put that in the same sentence, but you know what I mean. Like, it's about to taste amazing. I'm excited. Literally making me hungry right now, thinking about the trout, and I ain't even cooked them yet. Do you usually cook the fish as soon as you catch it, or do you like freeze it, or what you do? And if you do these things, if you do freeze it, how do you unthaw a frozen fish without cooking it? Because they say you're not supposed to put fish in the water. They say you're not supposed to put fish in water. If you freeze a fish, they say you're not supposed to put it in water to de-thaw it because it cooks it. He's literally still sitting in the same spot. I left. His friend ain't sitting with him no more, but he's in the same spot. And I'm just questioning, like, what have y'all caught over here that y'all haven't moved? I want to swim up on them, be like, any luck? Because I know they got luck. Because they ain't moved. They've been in the same spot the whole day. There's a rocky area over here, chat. I'm gonna stop by, but yeah, you see that green kayak over there? He been sitting in that same spot since I've got on my yak and came. Then another dude, his friend is way back there. That's his friend. Then this dude on his canoe, he drove past me earlier, or paddled past me, and I guess he found him a spot back here to chill too. It's about to be my spot over here in this corner right here with these rocks. I heard crappie and stuff be sitting over in this area. I can't see the rest of the rocks, but there they are. It's the whole rocky area right here. It's a rock line. About to sit right here and fish. See if we get anything's attention in this little corner, this little crevice, before we go over there and start stealing spots. Oh shit. It's deep right here. Yeah, it's really deep right here. Hold on. Yep, there it is. Okay, chat, it's up. There it is. All right. Get right up in that And we're sitting in this corner, chat. But my bobber's leaning over on the side, which making me think it's snagged or something. But then I keep moving my bobber to possibly make sure it's not in that snag. And this mother, it is literally in the snag. You fucking gotta be kidding me. Yep, they definitely over racking on chat. I just watched this man pulling a crappie. Yeah, just watch. Yeah, just about, babe. I'm at the exit right now. Yeah, just about, for sure. You can head this way. If you do freeze it, how do you unfreeze it? What do you do? What do you do to de-thaw it? What do you usually do? Right in the fucking sea moss, chat. The sea moss gods hate me. I can't have nice things because of sea moss. Note to self, never get on your kayak again without your fish finder. I mean, I do have the device, I just don't have the ball put in the water. Yeah, Chad, I ain't ate nothing. I'm ready to go home and eat. I ate one banana and drunk a bottle of water. Last 4 or 5 hours since I've been up. If it's really good, get out my fucking way. Snag City chat. Don't get stuck on a tree. Don't get stuck on a tree. I see what you're about to do. Alright, good job. Not getting stuck on a tree. Brought seaweed with you though.
All you gotta do is say, dude, man, I got cameras in there. I can go everywhere.
Shad moving real slow motion to the exit gate. But just spamming the fuck out of this worm. Possibly get something crazy before we have to pack up and leave. We are putting in work with this pole right now, chat. Going each way. Trying to get some nibbles. I feel like I got a nibble just now when I was watching it, but I don't know. And I just casted it right in this tree, this bush. Hopefully my worm is still on there. We don't have too many more worms left. Shit, I gotta piss again, Chad. I did just drink that water.
Y'all sound like a bunch of illegals now. We're gonna leave this way now.
I got a frog on. Damn, I can't even throw my wacky rig out no more. I don't have a wacky rig on. I have a frog on. I brought the frog for the sea moss over here, but now there ain't no fucking sea moss in the water. Like our sea moss.
Go tomorrow to the quarry? Yeah. He said it's a for sure thing. He said something. Stop getting bait on the way for the leak. All right. Well, we're going to leave now because it's going to be closed at 5:30. Tomorrow? Today? 4 o'clock? I don't know. I'm going to Google it and see when he closes. Yeah. Yeah, he said stop. And what you do? Like last night, you didn't do nothing? No, we're on the lake right now and you're fucking asshole.
Damn, chat. We might leave here with no fish, which again, I ain't gonna cry about it. Got some trout I got home I can cook. I'm glad I gotta get out here no matter what. I mean, anything's still possible in this next few minutes, but I know my wife is on her way to come get me. So I'm casting as much as I can, but I'm only using one rod now, and I'm just using my worm and bobber pole. I've gotten quiet on the chat because I've been focused on that. But I ain't even seeing no action on the bobber. I also have to piss really bad. So we shaking in the water right now, chat. There's the littlest piece of worm on left. I don't know if that's for me casting it. Gotta be for me casting it, because look at that cast. Look at that cast. I just got nudged. Where's my anchor at? We're about to fly down with her, chat. Yeah, we don't got too much worm left, chat. I'll drop this anchor, and I'm gonna have to go up on shore or I'm gonna piss myself. Yeah, sure, Ron.
but there's no way we could do that because
Sheesh. All right, babe. Motherfucker. What the fuck? Someone had a trap tied to a tree with a little what's it called weight. It's tied to this freaking tree and I just drove into it. All right, here I come. What the fuck? Tree branch. Any luck?
I caught about 8 little bass.
Oh, you using live bait?
Artificial.
Huh? All right, chat. Your boy's about to get out of here. Thank y'all for chilling out with me. Go pop in my boy Troutline Joe. He's live right now. I appreciate all y'all hanging out with me. But I'm about to get off here. About to go eat me some dinner. We definitely got skunk today. It's fishing, man. It's called fishing, ain't called catching. Like I said, I appreciate all y'all being here. I still had a great vibe. Nice, Night Wolf. Also, good to see you, Night Wolf. Yeah, my boy is active. I appreciate you popping in, Night Wolf, saying hello and stuff, you know. I was out here for about 4 hours, but I'm done now. Again, thank y'all for being here. I'm about to pack up and head out. Y'all have a nice one, and forever and always, fish on.